You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. How you doing, Dan?
You know, far better than I ought to be. It's at some point you just surrender to the crazy and go, let's rock and roll.
That's right.
That's all you can do. What is going on? I don't know why I love this. I just do. I guess because there's no baseball going on. I keep hitting on some sports things that happened way back in the day. It was this day, 1929. New York Yankees took the field, the very first ball club to wear numbers on their uniforms.
Really? I wonder why they put numbers on there. Just
I guess
tell people apart?
Don't know, but then everybody else started doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that wasn't always a thing in Major League Baseball, which was kind of surprising. What else is going on? Let's see. Birthdays today. Martin Lawrence is celebrating, and one of Heidi's favorites, John Cryer, who, of course, everybody knows from
Ducky.
2.5 Men, but his best work was done in 1986, Pretty in Pink.
Yep, Ducky.
As Ducky Dale. As Ducky Dale. I'm off like a dirty shirt.
I loved Ducky.
I think when I did a TED Talk a couple years back, what I did is I just did a self-interpretive dance that Ducky does in that movie.
Did you really?
Yes.
Nice.
Highest rated TED Talk.
That is completely
Of all
made
time.
up.
I would watch it.
I've never been to a TED Talk, nor do I intend to go.
I want to
Haven't
do a
either.
TED Talk. How do I get to do my own TED Talk?
You just
do it.
You just do it. Yeah.
Should I do a TED Talk during quarantine with no
No,
audience?
let's not.
Okay, fine.
I'm not even sure what they are. But again, TED Talk on my ever-growing list of things Dan does not care about. So there you go.
Exactly.
Yeah, I do. I really like TED Talks. Are we done already?
That's it, man.
Yeah.
I told you,
Wow,
short, sweet to the meat. I got stuff to do.
Not prepared for that.
have stuff
Thanks
to
for listening
do.
to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by 99-cent notaries.
You need something notarized. You don't know why. You just do. Getting something notarized can be difficult, confusing, expensive, and in some cases, life-threatening. 99-cent Notary can help. 99-cent Notary has been notarizing things since quite some time ago and can handle notarizing anything, like paper, for just 99 cents. No notarization too big or too small. 99-cent Notary notarizes it all. Large documents, small documents, medium large documents, really small documents bordering on tiny, and everything in between. We take the hassle out of notarization, keeping you and your family and your friends and your pets and your coworkers and your casual acquaintances 100% notarized. 99-cent Notary, a 3-time recipient of the coveted Lindquist Lutheran Notary Award, is the most up-to-date, cutting-edge, technically advanced, totally accredited, 5-star rated notary in the U.S., Canada, Mexico, and that part of Puerto Rico that has the electricity. Don't delay. Get notarized today. 99-cent Notary, 605-933-1980. Ask for Heidi Jean. We now offer curbside notarizing for our convenience. Say yes to Notari. Call 99-cent Notary at 605-933-1980.
Now, more than ever, you need a credit card that offers what you need. Some cards have high rates. Some have annual fees. Some are just not very good. Usually people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes. You may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card probably won't tell you, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals, too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Oh, good morning there, little Ranger. How you doing, John? Don't really care. Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
Heidi. That's a little different scent I'm picking up over there. Of course, at distance at 6 feet, I'm still, I'll tell you what, you must have worked at Dick's because you're sporting the goods. I'm just kidding. I've always been a kidder. Ever since I was just a little ranger. Been a kidder. In fact, my folks, Ranger Mom and Ranger Dad, they'd look at me when I was kidding around, and they'd say something like, you can stop that kidding around right this second there, little ranger son, or spend another day in hall closet with the makeshift altar and that hitchhiker we picked up outside of Murdo a month ago. Good
Explains
times.
a lot.
Good times. Enough about me. Hey, little critter knowledge this morning. We've been talking about squirrels recently, and squirrels are pretty important because, again, all the little radio rangers stuck there at home, you can still look out the window and see what squirrels are up to, and that can be just a whole heck of a lot of fun. Did you know that squirrels can be very trusting little critters? After a little amount of time, if you've got a mind to, they'll even eat right from a person's hand.
Nice.
So like most animal species, that'll
Life goal.
just go the other way. But also keep in mind that squirrels are very territorial, and they do have incredibly sharp teeth, and they are not to be messed with.
Okay.
So if maybe you got a hankering to get up close and personal with Mr. Bushy Tail, it's probably a darn good idea not to glue nuts to your face or your nether regions. That's all the time we have this morning, little radio rangers. You know the drill. What doesn't kill you probably makes you stronger. Except the bears. Bears will kill you every time. It's Ranger Dan out. Say it with me. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Introducing InsuranceChicken.com. Why InsuranceChicken.com? Why not? Another insurance company has a duck, one has an emu, and that other company has a lizard. So InsuranceChicken.com is no more silly than any of those. Is it time for you to cross the road for your insurance? Don't be chicken. Check out InsuranceChicken.com. We'll help you peck out the best insurance rates we can find at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Water Cooler Talk, brought to you by Aqua One. Mr. Dan Farris back in the studio right now with, is this good news today, or what are we going to talk about?
Oh, well, let's see. City's unveiled a new logo, because that's important.
What a weird time to do that, by the way.
Know.
Well, it's a process they started several months ago, and apparently it just came to fruition.
Wouldn't you wait till, like,
I think I would. Till Happier
would've.
Days, I would have
I'd
waited.
have waited just like another month or so?
I don't know, but apparently it's
Right.
going to be utilized by 5 different factions of the city, Tony, and they've already, I won't go into it. I happen to be a branding expert, so I'm not going to say anything. But
Yeah.
a great logo if, say, I don't know, you're a plastics manufacturer. Looks pretty good. What else is going on? Okay, just so you know, and news is changing, everything's changing really, really rapidly, and I know, John and Heidi, you've been involved with this over the years, which is fantastic, and I know we promote it, too. Wait a minute, somebody just fired up. See, every time I steal a story from another news place, they start...
I think they've logged
Talking in
into
the
your stuff.
background.
Yeah, there you go.
They're on to you, Mr. Ferris.
All right, well, I got to thank Dan Santella from Kello for this. Checks in the mail, Danny boy. Of course, sadly, more and more families are finding themselves in need, and that is just a fact, coast to coast, man. There is now a new way they are reconfiguring things, say, between Feeding South Dakota and other organizations in town, and I thought this was important information to get out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now, Tuesdays and Thursdays of each and every week, from noon to 8 o'clock at night, folks will be able to pick up food at the W.H. Lyon Fairgrounds.
And this does not replace the Friday giveaway with Faith Temple. I reached out to ask them specifically.
Okay,
so.
and I know, and we're going to, get more into this, but it's a project that's been put together from the Helpline Center, Corona Help Sioux Falls, Faith Temple food giveaway,
Great
which we're
people.
big proponents of, and also Feeding South Dakota. So again, that will
Awesome
be
people, too.
Tuesdays and Thursdays every week until further notice, from noon to 8 o'clock at night, W.H. Lyons Fairgrounds. And from what I understand, you'll be able to drive right through, and volunteers, helpers will hand it to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there isn't big crowds of
Yep.
people,
Sure.
line, that kind of thing. So which just makes sense.
Absolutely makes sense.
So
it's a good idea.
I think it's a great idea, and it took a lot of people to orchestrate that and get that together. So, yeah, working together, we'll kick this thing's butt in short order.
I agree. I think it's really cool. If you'd like to know more about that, we did share that on our Facebook page a couple days ago. Might have to scroll back a little bit to find it, but it's on there, and and you can also see the new city logo on there too that Dan had mentioned. That's also on our Facebook page. And somebody had shared a link to another logo that they said we ripped off their logo. It had an F upside down with an S with another F upside down, whatever.
Well, there's so much out there. For instance, and I want to say it was maybe 5-6 years ago, University of South Dakota. down Vermilion. They wanted logo work done. I know the agency who did it, and one thing led to another, and it took a very long time when they finally got it produced. It basically looks like the logo the San Diego Padres use.
Yeah.
And I laughed and laughed till I stopped laughing.
Until I stopped laughing.
Well,
Good times.
You can see all of those things on our Facebook page. And coming up here in a moment, we've got a new feature we're doing. I believe we're calling it Bright Spot. Is that what I called it?
I think that's what you said, the sunny bright spot.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. We've got that on the way. Thanks for listening. It's just some positive news coming up.
Anybody else about ready for a vacation?
This October, we're going to Cancun for an amazing event called The Sands.
Awesome music from Billy Idol, Belinda Carlisle, Cheap Trick, and so many more.
This event happens at the end of October, so when everything blows over, we're all going to need a vacation. So join us for this one.
We've been to this event the last 3 years, met some amazing people, and it is so much fun.
Get all of the information and get your spot reserved to join us at thesands.rocks.
That's thesands.rocks.
Time now for a bright spot, some positive news from our community, and today we're going to feature Julie Becker from the St. Francis House. They have a program called Keeping Our Community Strong. Julie, thank you for taking the time to chat, and thank you for doing what you guys are doing. Let's talk about how this program got started.
Yes, well, thanks for having me on. We are really blessed that we had one of our donors of the St. Francis House, and I know he supports other nonprofits in our community as well, reached out to me. And he would like to be anonymous, as I said, and he just loves the Sioux Falls community. His entire family does, and was really worried about the small business in our community, especially those that had just taken over ownership of the business from the previous owner. And so he wanted to put some seed money out there to say, hey, would you take on this project of keeping our community strong by reaching out to some of these smaller restaurants and say, hey, would you be willing to give us an opportunity that we would order food from you so that, A, you can keep people working, which is the number one priority here, is keeping people working and keeping their heads above water during these times of uncertainty that we're facing. Then that food thing can go to the feeding ministries that are in our community, of also showing the partnerships of how we truly can all work together. So what we've done is we reached out to two businesses, Josiah's and the Pickle Barrel, because they were two businesses that he just happened to mention. So we thought if he is being so generous with these funds, we should start with them. And so that's what we have done. And they have been so awesome to us. We are able to go and pick up the food. And the food is going to Call to Freedom, which is the human sex trafficking agency in our community, the St. Francis House, as well as the Bishop Dudley Hospitality House and the banquet here in town. And so it has been just a true blessing for us.
So for people listening that are hearing about this, saying, wow, this Keep Our Community Strong project sounds amazing, how can they get involved? Is there something that we can do to help make this even more successful?
Yes. If we have donors that are moved by this, they can go to our website, which is stfrancishouse.com, and there is a link on there under events that says Keeping Our Community Strong, or they can just hit the donate button, and we are monitoring all those donations that are coming in, and they are going into a temporary restricted fund for this project. The more funds we get means also the more smaller businesses, restaurants that we can reach out to, so that we have a variety of things, and we're not just helping two, but we can help more. And that also means that we can provide more food. And so if you happen to have seen the Ion Keller Lab with Madeline Shields, you know, right now they are really doing their best to keep their heads above water, and she specifically asked for the help of people to come and provide meals. Well, here we have it. If people want to give the funds, we have the restaurants that we can be working with, which then Madeline's team, Dakota, can go out and she can put in those orders and those food can get delivered, and then that saves the staffing time of having to make meals when we can be helping the people that we serve by working with their anxiety, dealing with their medical issues if they happen to have any, as more importantly is helping them get back to work. This is not a program for the individuals we're serving just to kind of quote-unquote lay around and not do anything. It's to keep our guests busy. I mean, one of the things as a side note, our guests go twice a week down to the banquet to help prep the meals for the meals that they turn around and serve to those that typically go to the banquet for their meals. And so this is a great opportunity for us all coming together to keep our wonderful community of Sioux Falls strong during these times of uncertainty.
It's called Keeping Our Community Strong. We've been visiting with Julie from the St. Francis House. If you would like to get more information, the website is stfrancishouse.com. It's stfrancishouse.com.
It's a tough time, but we will get through this together. If you have the means, we encourage you to participate in the gift card challenge. That's a simple thing you can do to help people around you. Just buy a gift card from one of your favorite local businesses, then use it when things get back to normal. Or be a rock star and give it to someone working on the front lines to keep us safe. Either way, when you buy the gift card, post a photo on social media with hashtag giftcardchallenge. Learn more at giftcardchallenge.org.
Time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Hey, you know them, you love them, you follow them. Celebrities are fabulous. You know, it would be remiss in my duties here as a celebrity expert if we didn't on occasion see what's going on with Tiger King.
Oh, yeah.
The latest on Tiger King, which I haven't seen a single snippet of and know nothing about, but
I've watched it all except for the final episode.
It's everywhere.
Joe Exotic's
Yeah.
third husband,
Yeah.
Dylan Passage,
Yes.
has vowed to stick by his man,
Oh, yeah.
who he refers to as his romantic and charismatic partner,
Okay.
during his 22-year prison sentence.
I don't think he's going to be in there 22 years.
Well, read on, because there's more to this story, John.
Oh.
You little Tiger King groupie boy, you. Dylan,
So
who's
sad.
22 years old and not confused in the least, appeared on some morning talk show somewhere in the UK and discussed the hit Netflix documentary, while revealing that Joe, 57, recently felt very excited that he got brought up in a President Trump news conference.
Yeah.
He
Which
did.
he did. If you saw that, a reporter actually asked him, Trump's going,
You're going to pardon him?
I don't know
no
anything
idea
about it.
what this even is.
Yeah.
And he said,
President
well,
Trump has been a little bit busy. He's like, I haven't been sitting around watching
but
Tiger King.
Trump kind of cracked a little sideways grin and said, I'll look into it.
Yeah.
So, well,
I like that he asked Jim Acosta, do you think I should pardon him?
well, again, old Smokey Joe Exotic is cooling his heels in the Grady County Jail in Oklahoma after being found guilty of a murder-for-hire plot against his exotic animal rival, Carol Baskin. You know her, you love her.
No.
But apparently this Dylan Passage guy is just going, I think he's going to get out a lot sooner than we thought, and I'm standing by my man, and things are going to be just great. So, man, I can only wish this couple the best.
I do, too. I wish him the very best.
I got to tell you what. Love conquers everything, John.
Absolutely.
So you look me in the eye, man.
I
Love.
agree.
That's exactly right.
It is exactly right.
Look, I got terse.
He did.
That was total terseness.
That was
It
very
was.
terse.
It was pretty amazing.
Dan, thanks for coming in, man.
I've got goosebumps.
I do, too.
Oh, John, my pleasure. Absolutely.
Again, the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris brought to you by 99 Cent Notary.
You need something notarized. You don't know why. You just do. Getting something notarized can be difficult, confusing, expensive, and in some cases, life-threatening. 99 Cent Notary can help. 99 Cent Notary has been notarizing things since quite some time ago and can handle notarizing anything, like paper, for just 99 cents. No notarization too big or too small. 99 Cent Notary notarizes it all. Large documents, small documents, medium large documents, really small documents bordering on tiny, and everything in between. We take the hassle out of notarization, keeping you and your family and your friends and your pets and your coworkers and your casual acquaintances 100% notarized. 99 Cent Notary, a 3-time recipient of the coveted Lindquist Lutheran Notary Award, is the most up-to-date, cutting-edge, technically advanced, totally accredited, 5-star rated notary in the U.S., Canada, Mexico, and that part of Puerto Rico that has the electricity. Don't delay. Get notarized today. 99 Cent Notary, 605-933-1980. Ask for Heidi Jean. We now offer curbside notarizing for our convenience. Say yes to Notari. Call 99 Cent Notary at 605-933-1980.
Now, more than ever, you need a credit card that offers what you need. Some cards have high rates. Some have annual fees. Some are just not very good. Usually people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes. You may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card probably won't tell you, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Thursday, April 16th. A round of weak economic data had the markets moving lower on Wednesday, but the news was taken rather well. Key reads on manufacturing, housing, and retail sales came in at their lowest levels ever recorded, some below consensus. But the news was expected, so it didn't pack quite the punch it could have. Because a severe economic contraction is expected and full-time impact of the crisis impossible to forecast, the spike in data is little more than a bump in the road. A very big bump, but one the economy is expected to overcome. What investors are looking for now is news on when the economy will start to reopen. The broad market may continue to pull back this week. There are a few more economic releases, but earnings are in focus now and results aren't going to be pretty. Investors are warned to expect volatile markets until the situation changes. When the outlook for earnings begins to brighten, expect the broad market to stage a sustained rally. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.